Alright, welcome back. Emergency video here. We have the new Tcg Banlist that will go into effect on January 1st, so pretty soon. We were not expecting it at this particular moment, but okay, let's hop right in. I have also opened up Master Duel Meta where I can show you the cards, but we can start with the Forbidden. We have a Forbidden Unlimited card list update, and I will explain this to you. We have Agido and Kelbeck being forbidden, which is crazy, which is insane. Telemann definitely, we can quickly pull this up right here. Telemann definitely one of the stronger decks, one of the tier 1 decks, if you will, and these hits are very hard, so they are definitely wanting to keep or to kill Telemanns, which I think they have successfully done here. The deck was a bit inconsistent at times, but this makes it way more inconsistent now. We have a Mathmax Circular here at Forbidden. Uni Forbidden was at 1 before, but we can take a look at here Yu-Gi-Oh! Scope over the best TCG site to check the win rates of decks. We can see that Telemanns at the moment is at a 53% win rate, so not as strong, not too strong, but definitely one of the decks that has performed the best at the recent YCSs. But yeah, we have the Mathmax Circular going to Forbidden from 1. I'm not quite sure why, because Mathmax was already a dead deck, and now it's even more dead. I don't know, maybe there's some support to come in the future that we don't know of. I don't think so. Don't know why we are doing this Mathmax Circular thing here, really confused. And then is Isolde, Two Tails of the Noble Knights Forbidden. This is really hard for the Infernoble deck, of course. You can see Infernoble here, 59% win rate, one of the best decks, though not really one of the best decks when it comes to representation in big tournaments. So yeah, this will then probably be the death blast for this deck, and it will vanish from the tournaments, at least from the top cuts, I would think. Also, Rescue Ace was starting to play a little Isolde package that enabled them to end on a Baron de Fleur, which they now can't any longer. So this is also an indirect Rescue Ace hit. So very interesting. Of course, we were expecting to see hits for the major decks, the best ones that are in the format right now, namely Telemanns, Rescue Ace, Unchained, and Pearly to some point. And then you can see there are other new decks here like Fire Kings, which have just released basically. So these are the changes to the Forbidden list. Crazy, pretty rough on Telemanns, and definitely also rough on Infernoble, which was not one of the most insane decks ever, but yeah, maybe Konami just does not like the combo stuff. And now we have a very long list that goes to Forbidden. We have Unchained Soul of Shivara, and just for you guys that maybe do not know the card, we can take a look at it. This is Unchained Soul of Shivara. During the main phase, if this card is in your hand, quick effect, you can target one fiend monster or one face-up card you control, destroy it, and if you do, special summon this card. So this was one of the cards that you could use to destroy your trap cards or maybe your monsters, so that you can start your Unchained plays. A really important one. This also, when it goes to the grave, sets one of your traps, and one of the most important things is that this is a quick effect from hand, so you can basically dodge stuff with this. Definitely one of the strongest cards, maybe the strongest cards in the deck, one of the 3 new cards that Unchained has recently gotten. We can take a look at here Unchained, Burning Abyss Unchained, that is, with 59% win rate, and the normal Unchained deck without the tour guide has 57% win rate. This was to be expected, as Konami always wants to like sell their product, so it was to be expected that they but that they weaken the old decks that are on top right now, so they can sell the stuff that is to come in the future, namely cards like the Bonfire, like the Snake Eye stuff for Fire King, but also for Rescue Ace, and then the stuff that we have recently taken a look at, Lightsworn, for example, that will come in the future here. But Unchained Soul of Shivara, this is definitely a hit that Unchained will feel. Though obviously you can still make the deck work with 1. We have Rescue Ace Airlifter going to 1, and for all of you maybe coming over from the Master Duel side, and obviously we are not really playing Rescue Ace right now in Master Duel, but this will come. You can see OCG also has it at 1. This is the 1 card starter where you can search your emergency with, then emergency get the Airlifter to the grave, and then you can get your Turbulence or your Hydrant on the field that can search your Turbulence. Then you can special summon your Turbulence and set all your traps, which is your basic play of the deck. Definitely they needed to do something with Rescue Ace. They have hit the Isolde here, that's the one thing, but they also hit the Rescue Ace Airlifter, which definitely makes the deck way more inconsistent, or not way more inconsistent, but more inconsistent, so we can expect the win rate to drop a bit. Same thing as the OCG did, though the OCG decided to only put this to 2 and not to 1, that is the difference. We have a Redox Dragon Ruler of a Boulder, so one of the Dragon Rulers coming back, and Orcust Harp Horror. In my opinion, not really that impactful. impactful, will probably not make any difference. We will not see these decks climb up. We have Ghost Match, Rivalry of Warlords, and there can be only 1-1. Very interesting. We in Master Duel already have this at 1, all of them, I think, Rivalry and the other ones. You can see the TCG is not yet actualized, of course, but all these floodgates going to 1. I think this is definitely a nice move, though there is still one of the most like disturbing and insane floodgates in Skill Drain. I'm quite happy with this as a Fire King. The deck I am playing at the moment in the TCG can definitely side deck Skill Drain, and that's quite nice. So Skill Drain not hit here, but the other floodgates, I think all in all, this is a very good direction that they are going. And then we have Sun, Avalon, Dryas, and the Healer going to 1. So Dryas obviously is a part of the Rika combo line. You have 3 of them in your deck, and then you have your Healer, which I hope we can find Healer. Maybe there are a lot of cards. Okay, so without having 2 healers, you cannot go your full combo. There will be a new combo that has to be added to the game. So Rika players will have to find out a new way to play their combo. We can see Rika here at 54% win rate. Not quite sure why they are doing this. Rika has recently, or in a few tournaments in the past, topped the tournaments, but had no big representation in the top cut. I don't know. I think they are not too fond of combo decks, as this looks like, and also not of stun decks. So this is the hit. Some decks have definitely gotten a bigger hit than have others. I'm pretty surprised here with the big Sun Avalon slash Rika hit, but it is what it is. Ip, the World Chalice Justica, which I'm not even sure what this is, but this has come back from Forbidden, it seems. Oh, this one, okay. Spellcaster, World Chalice. For this card, Synchro Summon, you can treat 1 World Chalice monster, you can use a tuner, you can only blah. If this card is single, you can have 1 World Legacy, okay. Yeah, they are bringing old stuff back from the banlist. Correct me if I'm wrong here in the comments. Not quite sure what this World Chalice thing ever did. I think it was never really an important archetype, but let me know if I'm wrong here. Maybe this is super impactful. Write it in the comments, guys. And then we have Snatch Steal leaving the. I've just took my own Snatch Steal from Spell Ruler and put it in my other collecting map. Just looked at it like an hour ago when I was watching a movie. Pretty fun. Equip only to a monster your opponent controls. Take control of the equipped monster during each of your opponent's temper phase. They gain 1000 life points. So is this something that will be very good? That's tough to say, to be honest. Could be because we also sometimes use enemy controller, but enemy controller is also used to dodge something. Triple Tactics Talents, but Talents has also bonus effects that you can use instead. So honestly, I don't think that we will see Snatch Steal return to the game. Maybe in the future, if you have a similar situation to the Kashtira Arisat situation, where you just want to steal the Kashtira Arisat, you could do it with this card, obviously, but I don't think this is too big of a change. And then we have Forbidden Limited Card List Update, the unlimited stuff we can see, and we can start with that Kashtira Unicorn going back to 3. Very interesting, as Kashtira, as you can see right, where is it here, has a 63% win rate. Obviously, we have only a 663 games, so in comparison to Runic or Labyrinth or Fire King, branded elements, to the first 5, I would say, maybe the first 6. This is obviously way less of like a count, and I don't think that this deck will now once again be the dominant deck, because they are still missing the Kashtira Arisat. But obviously, having this at 2 before and now at 3 will make the deck more consistent. This is the starter of the deck, and you can see the deck still performs quite well, at least on Dueling Book. We have not seen any tops recently in big tournaments, but that does not mean that this deck is bad, only that people are not taking the deck to tournaments. Okay, we have Infernity Archfiend Unlimited, and once again a card I have to look up because I'm not sure what this even is. Infernity Archfiend. Okay, when you draw this card, if you have no other cards in your hand, you can reveal this card, special summon this card from your hand. Okay, when this card is special summoned, you can add 1 Infernity card. So let me know in the comments, guys. Is this impactful? I don't know anything about this archetype, so I can't really tell. We have Mind Control Unlimited, which I think is not that impactful. Not a lot of people were playing it at once, so yeah, Spellbook, the Spellbook stuff coming back from the list, I think that's fine. I think it won't make a big impact. Upstart Goblin going to Unlimited, definitely good news for Sky Strikers, even though this will not like blast the deck back into top tier. Then we have Pot of Desires coming back to Unlimited, and also Sprite Starter. So it's really interesting that they decide to release old or release newly added cards from the ban list that fast, like Unicorn or Sprite Starter, because there are definitely cards on the list. As for example, I think we have missed something, right? Oh, we have missed the semi-limited faction. What's going on here? Oh, wait. So this was forbidden. Sorry, guys, we have missed something. We will go over this in a minute. This is unlimited. Sorry, we will go to semi-limited in a moment, and I've seen that there are the poorly hits there. But yeah, it's interesting that they let this go off the list that early, but I don't think it's that impactful. Sprite is definitely something that has phased out of the meta and will not phase in back again with Sprite Starter at 3, I think. And then we have obviously the last deck that needed a hit, somewhat of a hit, and it's definitely the hit that I was expecting, because this is the only hit that makes sense. Poorly Sleepy Memory to 2, so we now have 2 Sleepy, 1 Delicious, as they have in the OCG, 2 Delicious, 1 Sleepy, and we will probably experience the same in Master Duel once we have the other remaining cat. Then probably we will have the same thing, where you can now safely search either your Delicious or your Sleepy Memory. I don't think that they need and should put the deck at a point where they don't have access to one of these through my friend Pearly, and you can see Pearly still posting or boasting a good win rate here, so definitely cool that they're getting a hit. 9 Rest of Pankotrops going to 2, that's fine. We have Kashtira, Fenrir at 3, so yeah, Fenrir at 3, and then obviously Pankotrops, which is worse, can also go to 2 here, and then Sweetroid, Terrotop to 2. Okay, crazy. I wasn't expecting this. I was recently talking with a friend about this ban list. Guys, let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think that will limit the current strong decks, or do you think maybe it's a bit less or a bit too less when we come to archetypes like Rescue Ace, for example? Let me know in the comments what you think. I think Konami is preparing the meta game for the next wave, for the fire meta that will come now. Let me know in the comments what you think. Thanks for being here for the second video today. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, hitting the thumbs up and the notification bell, and we will see each other in the next one.